So, Dr. Brandon Veremis, thanks very much for joining us, and congratulations to you and your team for the publication coming up in the Journal of Dental Education this month. The title is Can Peer Feedback Substitute for Faculty Feedback in Predoctoral Dental Education? In this resource-starved world, that's a very interesting question. So, can you tell us about the paper and the key findings in a minute or two?
What we did find in this paper is that in a small group setting, students were able to provide feedback quality that roughly approximated instructor quality. Because it happened somewhat infrequently, we would still suggest that there is a faculty feedback component to the course. In our course, which is a diagnostic sciences course where we have third-year dental students sort of combining all of the information in oral pathology that they've seen up to that point. We had these students do assignments. The assignments essentially mimicked doing an actual patient experience. One of the issues that we have in oral pathology is that some of these diseases are very uncommon. And because of that, they often won't get exposure to these diseases actually in the clinic. And so we do it in this course. And so one of the issues that we have is that since we provide a couple of cases every week for a couple of months to these students, I, as a faculty member, cannot go through and look at 130 assignments every single week. It's not feasible. And so having these small groups of students provide feedback, sometimes the feedback wasn't all that good. It's like, good job, right? Some of we called that general in this paper, general feedback. We tried to encourage students to do something a little more specific. And when we look at the data in the study, we found that students who provided specific and constructive feedback generally did better on the exam. And students who received more of that specific and constructive feedback also did better on the exam. And we believe that sort of suggests a successful knowledge transfer between the students who were high performers and helped bring up the other students in their groups.
This is awesome. This is awesome. I love that it came from a challenge that
Hmm.
you cannot grade 130 students 2 cases a week. I love that it came
Yeah.
from that, and then
Yeah.
and then and then I love that the teacher and the learner
Uh,
benefited in the exam result.
right.
Superb.